Good morning, guys. Lillian with Lily Ray's collection. Today we are going to play with pan pastels, and I'm going to make backgrounds so that I have them prepared for whatever I may want to do. Normally I keep these 8.5 by 11 or 9 by 12. This was a 9 by 12 pan pastel paper. Let me show you the cover on that. It's Strathmore pastel paper, textured and finish. So this is what I use, and 24 sheets, and it comes in different colors. Okay, so what size did I say this was? 9 by 12. Okay. So I also have a couple of stencils that I'm going to be using. This is how I keep my stencils and all of my items for crafting. These are paper stencils. You could reuse them. You could actually spray them down with this here. Clear acrylic sealer. Try to do this outdoors. I usually go to my lanai and spray it out there if I want to keep the stencil before I start using it. Sorry for the shake. So that's that. And then let's see. So anyway, this is how I keep it. We have a little bird here. These are the ones we're going to use today, and some script. And then these I picked up at the dollar store. They're birds. And this I've had for ages. I can't even tell you. This goes back to the days of Donna Doonberry's. And this I picked up at the dollar store. This I picked up at the dollar store. This, the butterflies, the sea life, and hearts. And then of course these are all Tim Holtz. And I keep these. I made sheets. I cut them down. I put some tape on it, and that's where I keep them in this book. I wanted to make this book prettier, but of course I haven't gotten to that. I've been saying that for like 3 years, 4 years, and I have like 10 of these blue books. I mean, they work. This I bought in from Michael's. I cut them into strips. They were loved. See that? And then this is a Tim Holtz one. And this is part of the Michael's one. Just stick it on there, and it holds. This is to make a box, although I have a template for a larger box. And then my favorite, let's put that out, pull that out. And then these are the rest of the stencils. I have tons and tons and tons of see, this is how I do it. This one actually goes, you could put it in the back here. So another way to store your stencils without having to spend a lot of money. And then this is another Tim Holtz stencil, as well as this, and as well as this is a stamp. Let me keep that. This is for my script stencil, so I always keep the packaging. I'm gonna put these away. We're gonna use that, and let me keep those two out. So this paper I tore in half, card size. And so now what I want to do is I would like to, once you complete these, you could break them up into 4 pieces, or you could use it as one piece. So I'm going to go ahead and rough this edge up, since the top is roughed up from the cutting. I just tore it. You could do the same to this one. I Let's see which edge it is. I think maybe this one. Okay, so I'm gonna do that as well as here. Okay. I'm gonna set these aside. And I'm just gonna open this and we're gonna work on each side. These are my pan pastels. These are not dusty at all. I used the sponges that came with it, and this is an example of a sponge. So let's get started with, let's do this one first. And you could layer on top, or you could mix the colors. You can do this blue and this blue together to have a multicolored stripe. Again, I don't have anything planned. And I'm just gonna do it across. And then I'm gonna take the blue first. I do have to, this is glass, so it's dancing on top of the glass. And then I'm going to make sure that that is, I didn't tape it down because I'm gonna just pull it up and then do one down here. We'll do, I guess, some abstract. Look how beautiful that is. And this, the dust that's on the glass, look, you can just pick it up. Nothing goes to waste. Okay, so I'm going to then put down a strip of these numbers. Let's see. Let me use this. Lucky 13, right? And I'm going to use the other end of the, I'm going to make these numbers black. These pan pastels, they go on smoothly and there's so much that you can do. And if you spray each layer, you can continue to layer as much or as little as you want. Let me get my garbage can. You don't want to, you just want to tap the paper. You don't want to swipe it. I have another, where's my brush? I put everything away as soon as I, oh, here it is. Just on this side. Do some, let me just do some on this corner right here. Some Harlequin. And again, you can just take this and wipe this off if you want to clean it. I think this brush is, the sponge is a little big for what I'm doing, but it was what I saw first. So I'm going to use a red. And again, I haven't done a practice piece. This is my practice version of it. these pan pastels will last you a lifetime. So it's a good investment. Get them while they're on sale. Okay. Pick that up. And this you could just wipe down. That'll come right off. Just like that. And now let me see if I can do the little, I think these dots are going to be hard to do, but I'm going to attempt it anyway. Do it like this. I want to get it across. And these I want to do green. And don't worry about the contamination on this, because all you have to do is wipe it with a tissue or just anything and it will come right off. Let's see if it's coming out. Yep. They also say you could spray a little bit of alcohol for it to cure. I haven't tried it, but I will try it now. Look at that. I like it. Now, let me clean this off. I'm going to do this side as well because I want to be able to spray it with the alcohol and see what happens. Alright, so let's do the I love, love, love. I'm going to do it this way. This brick wall is one of my favorite stencils. Beautiful. Now I'm going to put it off center. And do this lighter color. And just tap. Oops. Okay, beautiful. Let's go ahead and do a script. Let's do the script with, let's do the blue. Since there's blue over here, let's do the blue on this side. I'll do the brighter blue. Look at that. I like it. And then let's take this strip and just lay it down as an edge. I wonder if I can use this sponge. Let's make that edge a dark brown. Oh yeah, you can't see. This doesn't hold the pastel the way this sponge does. Oh boy. Look at that. What a difference. And there we go. Let me just tap it into the garbage can. I like it. Okay, now let me get my alcohol so I could spray it on here, and I'll be right back. All right, so I am back with this piece. As you can see, I sprayed the alcohol. It kind of twisted up the paper, but that's okay. But the medium did spread a little bit. So what I did was I just tapped it, and then I passed my hand over it. This is from before. Let's see. And so I noticed that it's still coming off. So I decided, well, let me try, since we're experimenting, I'm going to try some glue. This is just regular school glue. So what I've done is added my sponge, and I'm just swiping it over. And this is just for a sealant coverage. That's all this is. And you only need the one coat, because once this is down, I'm sure the medium is not going to move. And as you can see, it's really not moving. Okay, and then this way you can do these ahead of time, and when you're ready to use these, you could use them in collage, and you won't have to do anything to it. Or you can use these in, you know, a mixed media piece that you're doing. Or you could doodle on it. I'm going to, I need my wipies. I can't figure out where I put them. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. This is dry. Now this is definitely not coming off, and it was just regular school glue. Okay, and so now this will conform. All this curling up, once I'm done, you can even place it inside a book and it'll flatten. I cut out this is a stamp that I have, Alice in Wonderland stamp. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my Tomax watercolor brush pens, and I'm just going to give her a pink apron. This is not watercolor paper that I'm using, but this is not going to saturate too much, so it'll be fine. When it's not watercolor paper, the ink doesn't spread as nicely as it would with watercolor paper, so I'm not going to use any water. These Tomax are very nice for tight edges. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna color these in and I will be right back. All right, I use the Tomax watercolored pens, brush pens. I use my Arteza 1.0 for the white, and then I also use my Arteza watercolored pencils. I didn't add any water to it. And then this one is my Caran d'Ache gold. This is also a watercolored pencil. And I'm also using my Distress Oxide Tattered Rose by Ranger, just to give this piece of paper some color. Whoops, I have my fan going. Okay, so let's see if we can use some of this on his. Just to kind of get rid of that white. Good enough. Okay. Now, I did want to do something different on these edges, so let me see if I could do that with my gold paste. And I think, I don't remember what I used to put this on with. It's been a long time. I think I'm going to use my finger. Oh, I hope I'm in camera. You don't need too much. And again, everything I'm doing is unplanned. It's just you craft and you go. See what happens. And then I also want to put it around this edge. I hope you could see that. Okay. Okay, so let's turn it around. And then I'm going to use my tape. Oh, I gotta wipe this, otherwise look. Everything else is gonna have gold on it, even though you use just a little bit. It's potent. turn her around. And I'm gonna add some glue. You can actually make her three-dimensional if you wanted to. I'm not going to, but you can. I'm gonna add her right here. I just want to show you what you can do at the spur of the moment. And then Mr. Rabbit over here. Put him down here. And then put this one it's always good to have one of these handy. Oh, look at the gold in the center. Okay, then if you want, you could lay this in a book flat. Or you can take let's see if the chalk pencils, these are my Carbothellos, if they are going to work on this card since I put some glue on it. Let's go for a dark brown. Oh, look at that. You could just trace it. And then you could probably smear it. See that? And give it some depth. Oh, I said this was brown. This is black. Duh. Okay, here's brown. I mean, black is okay. It worked. Okay, and then let's do, is he gonna stick down Peter Rabbit? You can do the same thing with Peter Rabbit. Give him some shadow. And again, you could take this and use this in a journal as a page. Don't do anything to the inside, and you could use it for journaling. If you like these type of videos, please let me know. Leave a comment below, and I will gladly do these spur of the moment type of videos. Some good plans are those that are not planned. Okay, and the same thing with Alice. Just a little bit of depth. You can add more tape. I apparently didn't add enough tape. Or you could just doodle on the paper itself. Okay, so they do work. I'll set these aside. And look at what a beautiful card. Or insert, whatever you want. Okay, you could put it into a journal and just write. Look how beautiful that came out. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It does help my channel. And if you like this type of video, let me know and I will do several more unplanned. All right, take care.